Hello, welcome back to Happy Heart 1111. So, as we can see that in our country, truth is in front of everyone, and where earlier it was not acceptable to a large composition of population of our country that certain people belonging to a certain group can do something which is against the welfare of the citizens of our country. Today they are able to see truth in its naked form, even if it's better, even if it is looking ugly. Everybody is in that frequency and in that mindset to understand, accept, and act as per the requirement of the situation. People now know that it's not about any specific politician or any specific political party or any individual. It's about your awakening, about people's awakening, where you can now see the truth, accept it, and use your power of discernment to act responsibly, not only for yourself but as citizen of our country, where you now understand that just following a politician or any political party based on their public image, oratory skills, public speeches, or the promises that they make is not going to serve the highest good of our country. The frequency of our planet is such that truth, no matter related to which aspect, it can be related to your personal life, it can be related to politics, anything. It is on the surface, it's exposed, it's in front of everyone, and everyone can see it in its pure form, accept it, and people are in that consciousness that they can understand clearly that it's not about any politician, political party, the grand promises that they make, and about any specific religion. It's about the work that these politicians do, the impact that they leave in the lives of people through their decisions, policies, schemes, programs related to different aspects or area, whether it's related to war, whether it's related to the supply of essential goods and services, whether it's related to fuel, whether it's related to supply of money, price of gold, the policy of employment, AI, everything is going to affect the lives of common people in a certain way, depending on what is the intention of the policymaker or the authority who is responsible to enforce that scheme or policy in a certain way. So now, since everyone has awakened to this truth that is bitter, ugly, and that was camouflaged in the previous years, today nobody can deny that It's about the life of common people. It's not about celebrities. It's not about powerful people. It's not about blind worshipping of these people who are just like us, humans, mortals, with all kinds of limitations that is imposed by the nature, are just privileged, or they have got certain labels or position in the society because of the public, because of the people like you and me, because we put them on pedestal. And the awakening is about the fact that no matter which politician you may elect, which political party you may bring into power to govern our country, it's evident from the previous experiences and pattern that shows that each one of these individuals who come into power, whether they belong to any specific political party, any specific organization, or any specific belief system, they make grand promises in the beginning, and they would even do certain acts of welfare and show good governance, but gradually they start transforming themselves from people's leader to a dictator who wants to benefit from the sufferings or from the loss of the citizens of the country. So, since each one of us are now awakened and know the truth, accept the truth, and have this clear understanding that it's not these titles, positions, authority, designation, it's our power. That is the power of each individual who is known as a common person, the general public, who decides consciously to what are we giving power to and what are we giving our consent to. So it is very, very clear now that each one of us has the power to create positive changes with our power of discernment, with our courage, willingness. As we can see, many brave individuals have come forward to revolt against this corrupt system which has been running since past many decades, and are bringing a clarity through their work or efforts that what is actually in the favor of the well-being of the citizens of our country, and what is actually creating difficulties in the lives of the citizens of our country. So now it's very crucial time, because the coming years would decide whether we all collectively use our power to create a reality or a world where nobody has any exclusive power over the others, or we create a reality or a world where few people are in control and have the freedom to dictate the lives of the masses. So, all the awakened souls see the truth, accept it, use your power of discernment, understand that Politicians, businessmen, media people, anybody who is influential, or anybody who makes a certain kind of proposition in front of you with this promise to uplift your life, to improve your life, you should understand through your previous experiences that your consent should be given to any kind of a proposition, plan, policy, scheme only if you can critically convince yourself. Like you critically evaluate the whole situation or whole proposition that is being made in front of you and understand the pros and cons of that policy on your life and in the lives of people like you and me. Only then you give your consent. Otherwise, you have to use your power very carefully and rationally and be brave enough to say no, to disagree, to disapprove, and say that I do not give my consent to any such plan, scheme, policy which is being imposed on me with false promises to bring positive consequences or improvement in your life, but you know it clearly that it's all a agenda or a plan to suppress you, to reduce you to a slave who is left with no option but to accept each and every command of these handful few dictators who decide the fate of your life. It has been the case with the policy related to vaccination during pandemic time. It has been the case with the policy of the religion, that is favoring a certain religion to get the confidence or earn the confidence of that specific group which follows that religion and then deceiving them. And this has been the case with the imposition of usage of a new kind of fuel which we all know is causing nothing but damage and problems in the lives of people who are forced to use it as an alternative of the organic fuel that we have been using for your vehicles. So, all the awakened souls, the truth is in front of you. You know, it's not about any political party, any politician, any religion, any mortal concept that we have learned growing up in this world. It's about your well being, it's about your critical thinking, whether you can evaluate it at the level of your own interest, how it affects you, how it affects people whom you love, and on the basis of your evaluation, what the consequences are going to be, whether it's favorable or unfavorable, you give your consent or you do not give your consent. Because in the coming times, if we don't practice our power of critical thinking, discernment, and the right to act in favor of our well being, even if some powerful people believe that they can make the public do whatever they want to do, then you would be reduced to nothing but a puppet with no consciousness of your own. So, as a powerful, conscious creator, use your powers in the favor of humanity, not against humanity. Understand the difference between supporting someone who looks after the needs and the well being of the citizens and blind following or blindly worshipping someone based on their fabricated image in the public domain. So, I hope you understand now that it's not about any politician or political party, it's about you being awakened and you being able to see the truth and acting rationally.